It's that time again. Or is it? Has it already been that time? Is it always that time? Steins has really got me thinking on a lot of things, none of it helpful in the slightest. And my understanding is pretty much the same as it was before I watched the last one. I still have no idea what's going on. Hyoin Kyoma is still convinced that the organisation is out to get him. There are various characters with varying degrees of secrecy, so shall we say. Something's going on, at least. Although if I'm remembering correctly, a significant lack of gel-based products. As long as none of the cast turn themselves into jelly, well, that's a good thing, right? Anyway, let's get going. More Steins Gate. Oh, was this the text from Taita? Hopefully, well, good. He's committed to being a mad scientist. He's not going to gain some sort of god complex. Well, he's going to plough on ahead, despite the fact of the threat of being evicted. But they didn't experience it. Because that was the experiment, to send back the numbers so that you can buy a ticket. I mean, if they can all travel at the same time and retain their memories, then that is proof of the fact. But the dangerous thing is being able to trade world lines in this respect. Can you always predict what you're going to be moved into? What if you go to one of these lines where the microwave ceased to exist? You can't move on then. Well, until you build a new one. I mean, there have been many stories through various mediums in the past where people have, say, like, gone to a new dimension, and it has been not a joyful experience. Homeostasis? Why are you... Okay. Is he still feeling bad about getting the number wrong? So you've done it again. It does depend on the contents of the text. Immediately. Just because. Why? What's the criteria here? But it's it's an incredible find if it is real. So yeah, of course you'd want to hold the experiments. Name subject to change. Hmm. Because you build yourself up from those failures. But the thing is, if you could change it so that you didn't experience those things at the bad times, you didn't have to experience them, but you retained the memory of them, so you built yourself up as who you are. Interesting. Just respond. How long has she been stood there? Being able to sneak in the shadows and walk around basically invisible. Useful power. One that I have made quite use of. I could go for a crepe or two. Well, you had an inflection in your voice, but yeah, you didn't actually do anything per se. He's got a good read on Ocarina. Sweets. You're gonna wear the tyres out doing that. She seems to hold him in some regard there, doesn't she? But she's also very, yes, cautious of both Kliss and brain control. Well, it's kind of one-sided, though, isn't it? Since you have no idea of what you've done to. Is she going to have photo evidence of something that. Fair enough. What's wrong with the phone, though? Because she would also potentially not have the photos that she's taken using this new phone. Nice, but So you got melon as an apology. Could be better, but could be worse. Can't actually remember the last time I had, bought myself like a watermelon. Being bullied into wearing cosplay. I wonder what that's like. And send. Well, it's definitely the effect of when something changes, but why was he... Was that her making the outfit she's trying to get the everyone to wear? And where's the phone girl? Hmm. So 4 days ago, who's Rem all over again? Surely they should understand that something's... If he's going off like this, and they know about the experiments... Message number not recognised. If you got a new phone... Was it 4 days ago that they acknowledged her existence? So it's not that she's been erased, it's that they didn't meet, but he still might have done. Semantics is one of the not really important parts right now. The issue would be actually sending a message back several decades, then people might not actually exist. But 4 days shouldn't have that kind of effect. Having a sleepover at the lab. Yeah. Especially not with Dario around. Well, she seems happy. I actually agreed to wear the cosplay. Wow. How did it change that drastically? But what? I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask. Yes, you should be able to change yourself, yes. Should they be listening to this? Yes, it's a strange situation. I can tell several people that would be happy over that, but don't know who that is. Could have made it slightly longer. Don't get off the chair. Because he was having bad thoughts there. It must be the organisation. What was with the many pans up? Apart from just being shocked, was there more of a reason behind her confusion slash stare just now? Yeah, your personal opinion doesn't matter. Huh. So the fact of a spare minute or two means they didn't get a melon. To be a girl. I didn't expect to actually just be out like that. Didn't really think what else it could be, though. Can you make that kind of change, though? Other than... Yes, it's a bit hard to change via message, though, isn't it? Because is it the message itself that's changed in the past, or is it the decisions from people reading the messages? Ah, don't check for yourself. This is assault. Stop! I'm calling the police. Could have been worse, though. If the hand was a mere 2 feet lower. Can achieve that kind of... So, you want to send a message to say, see your mother to eat lots of vegetables? But the thing is, now you're actually changing someone's existence. You were worried that, about Malka? Just now, but changing... I don't actually know how old this one is, but 18 years of the past can change a lot of the future. Okay, 17 years. Well, that dates this show, doesn't it? Tough luck. Unless you can send, I don't know, fax? When were they introduced? Great, so he's a masochist. It seems quite a few of the members of this place need a cold shower. So, as long as you could... Yeah, fair enough. I think I found a pager. Years and years ago. No idea, like, how to use it or not, obviously. Don't think it even had batteries in it. Go find the old number. That is your task for now, if you wish to achieve your dream. So you had to condense it down. So send it. Fair enough. Just change, yeah, it's like people using Twitter now, and like, oh, this goes over the limit, I'm gonna have to edit words out. And why is he the only one that seems to be affected by that? Because everyone else... And also, why does time seem to go back by a few minutes every time it's used? Like... Did it work? Truly, is a question that is going to be kind of weird, but... Would a guy make that kind of gesture? Just explain the... Sure, I believe that, Daru. But just explain that it was another experiment. Quite easily you can get out of this. Finding the difference is the big... Well, if there's only one, finding the difference is a big thing. I mean, there have been various allusions to the butterfly effect. I don't know if that's going to become an actual part to play in this, but... I'm sure that he could quite easily ask a few embarrassing questions. Just go through his mad scientist persona. Easy. Done. Get the answers you need. If it did work, hold a party and explain to the others that you've managed to change the past. Even if they don't believe it. Well, he's insane, so... He can make pretty much any wild assertion, and they would both have the same credibility as the truth. If you were going to change the past to the extent of changing someone's biological gender, like 17, 18 years, you got, the gestation period, into the past, then there's probably going to be a lot of ramifications for the past/future. What point do you measure it being the past and the future if it's... But for any character other than him/her, it would be probably a bigger issue, but because that he has lived pretty much his entire existence as this ambiguous gender, then could kind of get away with it. A lot of the decisions that they would have made in life isn't really going to change all too drastically. So maybe there's that to look forward to, but why did sending go by these 6 numbers work, but telling the exact lineup of cards to a tournament not work? What was the organisation behind that to make sure that wasn't a success? Are we going to revisit... I can't get the name right. Maruka? And she's going to have a completely changed personality at some point. And everyone's going to be like, yeah, it's fine. Apart from, of course, the mad scientist. I would have thought that the person sending the message would also have the same kind of experience/impact on them as to what Cohen is going through. You know, with the whole, I can sense the world line shifting, my mind is screwed up. But no one seems to notice/remember. I want to know why he seems to be special here. There are a lot of interactions between characters that I'm very interested in finding out why, but they're also the characters that don't seem to have any screen time. Just to make it all that more aggravating. Now I get it, you can't go around showing all of the secrets of your writing off straight away and give that kind of satisfaction, because we've got to keep the mystery going. But god damn it! I want answers! Get me pictures of Spider-Man! Don't know why I feel like J. Jonah Jameson. If this is aggravating you too, please let me know. Leave a comment down below. But if you've enjoyed, you can always like the video, share it around with your friends. And if you haven't, subscribing to the channel is a very nice way to make sure that you don't miss anything. If the world lines change, you might still have that. Although if the future, past and present were changed to that kind of extent, well, I guess coming back to the channel is actually a bigger sense of achievement for myself, so do that. But ultimately, you should probably go and get some rest. God knows I need it. I'll see you in the next one.